Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we are going to be looking at more Puffin Force, specifically two of his videos. What it's like to give your players an overpowered NPC friendo, which I just want to say, I think that might be an aboleth on the top. Which, okay, oh god, it's an aboleth. That would be... Yeah, I thought it was like a whale at first. No, that's an aboleth, and they're recreating Free Willy. Hashtag Free Melly. And that's... Oh, yep. That's Asiago from his campaign he hasn't completed yet, sort of. She's been in a couple that have completed and one that hasn't. Yeah, if you wonder who Asiago is, previously, before doing the Curse of Strahd, it was the main running campaign he talked about, and Asiago was the little druid who was pro-cannibalism. And if that doesn't tell you everything about her personality, she's cute and adorable and likely to burn down an orphanage. I say likely because I'm pretty sure it's happened at least twice that I know of. Yeah. She's insane. Do not get within striking distance or outside of it or just around it. She's insane, cute and adorable, and will most likely murder a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah. And then we have, and this name is going to hurt me in ways I did not think were physically possible, Stahr Wars. RPG story, the Farce Awokends. Also, if it sounds like I'm overpronouncing that, no. No, I'm really not. It is spelled exactly like I pronounced. Puffin, dear God, I hate you for using words in such a way as that. I know it's supposed to be like knockoff Star Wars because I can't think of any other reason to do that, but... Just the title alone caused me physical pain. Not as much as the Devil Pact Warlock Employee Training video did. But we won't have to speak of that. We just won't, because it's not a thing. Ugh. So I'm just going to jump right in to see where this goes, because I don't know, and I'm really excited to find out. Puffin's awesome, he does great stuff, and honestly, I think his animation style has actually improved, which is crazy, because he was pretty damn good to start with. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing what's coming up. If you haven't already, there's a link below to the original videos. Hit them up because, again, it's Puffin. Do that. And for the 75% of you who are watching but haven't subscribed, because according to my analytics, that is exactly how much it was yesterday. I'm not sure about today. I didn't check because I'm lazy. 1, subscribe button. You can press that. You have? Oh, great, because that's really nice. Thank you. 2, at the time of recording this, I am literally less than 500 subscribers away from 50,000. I don't know if I will be over or under that by the time this video comes out. But when you hear a really loud sound, that's me. That's me having a geek attack. I'm okay. Unless I'm not. But you'll hear it. And I'm not going to regret anything. Maybe my eardrums. And my throat. But other than those two, I won't regret anything. So if you haven't, do that. Let's get started.
Coming this summer to a theater near you. Every story starts with one simple decision.
They're actually doing Free Willy, aren't they?
There's a Kraken. He's going to be helping you out, but he's going to be too expensive to summon, so you can't use him in every fight. And one tenacious druid. We're going to be best friends forever.
Oh, no.
As they face many foes and dangers.
See our appropriate challenges.
Big Daddy! Big Daddy! Big Daddy!
How?
I really should have rebalanced the spell slot cost to summon him, but some things would force them apart.
Please tell me Puffin actually did this and it's not just him having a nightmare. I really want her to actually summon a Kraken. I honestly would have thought that was an aboleth, but apparently that's a Kraken. Although from what I've seen about Kraken in D&D lore, they're kind of insane and they body modify so they can look like anything. It's actually kind of creepy when you really get into it. Yeah. Oh my god, please tell me this is actually something that happened in his campaign, that he actually gave Asiago a Kraken and she brought it on land! Oh god. You know what's gonna be fun? If we dropped a Kraken on this monster that's definitely way above our challenge rating. Yeah.
How large is the cavern? Too small for the Kraken. Oh no, how terrible. Able to overcome any odds. We'll just go around then.
What?
They form a bond that's inseparable.
Our upcast has permanent
time for
duration.
Him to go. No, Melly's staying with us forever. Nope, he's got to go. Now, Get free. Get free, damn it. Able to overcome any challenges together. There is literally nothing I have that can challenge the CR of a Kraken. But in the shadows, there are other powers.
Oh my god!
Them. All of the enemies have scrolls of Dispel Kraken. All of them? All of them!
You just have to summon faster.
By terrible decisions and lack of foresight, based on the hit best-selling novel. Why did I think it was a good idea to give my players a fucking Kraken?
I'm assuming this is one of those worst campaigns he ever run type moments because, this doesn't sound like something he's imagining. This sounds like something he actually did. I wasn't sure at first, but no, now it is. This level of drawing his character in the sheer, unparalleled why face. I love this. I kind of want to see them actually do this in a campaign.
Coming this summer, Free Melly, a friendship forever.
Yeah, Free Willy. I get it. Yep. And next up is the Farce Awokends. I'm not going to read the first half of that title because it just isn't the thing. Yeah. I can't believe he gave someone a crack. Not just someone. He gave Asiago, the person who collects NPCs, a Kraken. I love it. I absolutely love it because it's so breakable. And why would you even think for a second it wouldn't be? Even I know that because it's a freaking Kraken. Those things are not light. You got to really escalate your campaign to challenge a Kraken. Or play a much higher level game than you were expecting really fast. Or, go someplace where you need to fly in, like, flying ships. Honestly, giving them a flying ship and shipboard combat in really small ships, that would make a Kraken impossible to use. But it would also be flying ships. That would be awesome. So I guess it just became a Spelljammer campaign. I'm okay with this. Also, yes, I am doing the thing where I acknowledge Spelljammer because Wizards does not want that to be a thing. I'm okay with that. But I'd be more okay with it if they did because it's freaking spaceships, man! The more I learn about Spelljammer, the more it's like, this is a horrible idea. I can see why they don't like it, and I love it. Yeah. Also, if anyone's wondering why there's that circular thing right here, I don't know. It kind of just appeared when I was moving this video and it hasn't gone away. I'm not sure if this is broken or not. If you see a sudden cut, yeah, it was broken. Or not. Non-copyright music. Episode 1. I actually don't remember that much what happened in this game. I mean, we played for a few months, but we just fought generic gang leaders that all kind of blend together. We had recently specified with a one-time bunch of ships, troops, that we got to command. One round of the game lasted an hour, 46 initiatives, slots through the AT-ATs, ships, ally, jetpack squad. God, it's going faster than I can read. Need a pause. Have you ever had the issue where the scroll goes faster than you can read? Yeah, I'm sure you haven't either, because neither did I. I'm definitely not pausing right now. Whew. The funniest part of the battle was I remember, one of the players spent a whole 3 turns just running across an open field to try and fight some guys in melee. Then when the enemy group got blown up by stray blaster fires, then another 3 turns just running back into the building. Yeah, can you imagine if you spent 3 turns just running to get to a fight? Definitely not recognizing the fact that the last time I played a certain session of crit and a miss, that is literally what happened because our stealth guy was found next to the boss in the cave, and we were still 150 feet away. It's like, okay, well, good thing he has a backup character. Yeah. Oh, God, that was a crazy session. Good times. See, I can catch up with that perfectly. Thank you, editing that future me. Oh, took a lot longer to go in than I thought it would. Need to figure out how to do that scroll. Looks cool.
We played the Star Wars Fantasy Flight RPG for a bit over a year.
Wait, what? Oh, Fantasy Flight. Aren't those the guys who also did that cyberpunk-style game? Netrunner? Yeah, I think it was. And they lost the rules to it. Oh, but they also have the Star Wars little miniatures. I think there's a game associated with it, but they're also just really cool miniatures. Did not know there was an RP game. Kind of wish I had known. That's actually really cool.
2 characters were Pash, the smuggler, He got made fun of for being a stick-in-the-mud goody-two-shoes.
A smuggler?
We could have just left the spaceport, but no. Instead, we're waiting in line because Pash said he wanted to get a permit. I
What?
told you guys, it's against the law.
Oh my god.
Then there was Valiant. I am an ancient knight, the greatest swordsman in
What?
the land, just as my father before him, and his father before him, who slew the Dread, a really powerful and tough foe, in the fields of battle. It's almost like I min-maxed my brawn, and then put 5 ranks into melee weapons. Let us go, post-haste, tally-ho!
Why?
Seriously,
Star
man,
Wars?
we've been playing D&D for a while, and now you decide to pull out your medieval accent?
Oh my god, really? I thought for a second he just re-edited in the melee character with a physical sword in a D&D setting. But no, this is still the Star Wars one. Yeah. So he did a physical Star Wars melee character without a lightsaber and a medieval accent in the Star Wars campaign.
This Star Wars campaign began when the GM pitched to us a new game.
Oh no.
He asked us, how would you guys like to play a game where you guys are all force sensitive? He was
Oh.
lifting his normal no force users ban. For me, I was like, I gotta.
I'm not going to lie. Usually when I hear, oh, I'm going to pitch you a new game idea, and it's a Puffin Forest video, the following sentence is usually, it was a horrible idea. This, though, everyone is a force sensitive? I don't get why anyone would ever mention there's a force sensitive user ban. I guess they're broken. But in this case, it's just sheer power fantasy. It's like setting a game to easy mode and just having fun. Or creative mode in Minecraft. I've been told that's a thing. I don't play Minecraft. Not that I can't, it's that I really suck so hard I can't actually play it successfully. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I kind of want to do it now just because apparently the entire party are force sensitive. That sounds awesome and I love it.
A character in mind.
Oh no.
The DM explained, I only have a few rules for you starting your characters.
What?
1, no Sith or Jedi. 2, no force powers.
What?
And 3, no lightsabers.
What?
I'm hyped up. Well, with that.
No Sith, no Jedi. Okay, doable. There's a lot of other factions. No force powers. Okay. Why would you even be force sensitive then? Like, literally, there goes the best part about it. Oh, no lightsabers. Honestly, there's so many other cool weapons it's a little annoying, but yeah, okay, sure, why not? The no force power stuff, that's like playing a wizard in D&D and not having spells. You just know the books. See, I got excited because the DM had a good idea, and then it promptly went to, oh, it's going to be one of those videos. Yeah.
Doop-a-doop. I guess I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board with my character. What's your character, Ben? I would like to play a Sith Jedi who has force powers and also has a lightsaber. The GM.
So, basically a Grey Jedi, right? Like, that's actually a thing. Grey Knights. That's legitimately a thing. Yeah, there's, like, old EU. It was an entire branch of Force. Hell, that's an entire thing in the AU. Or not the AU, the current Disney version. It's a thing. Just call him Kylo and no one will bat an eye. They'll bat eyes for other reasons, but not about that.
GM liked my idea, so he gave me the okay.
Oh.
The concept for my character,
Well, at least he's allowed.
Stahr, was that she was an ex-Sith. She'd been betrayed by the one who taught her, came back and killed her old master. So while Stahr thought she was dead, this is...
You know that joke about Kylo I made? I'm just going to throw it out there, but that's kind of accurate now. Oh, jeez. I mean, can you imagine a Sith being betrayed by their master? I mean, that never happens. Or the master coming back alive, or I'm now a Jedi to spite you. Okay, that last part is actually a little weird, but okay, sure, why not? I mean, literally that is what happened to Kylo. It's literally just female Kylo Ren.
is Star Wars we're talking about here. So if the GM wanted her sensei to come back in some kind of horrifically surprising twist, like, I would not be surprised. But as far as my character is concerned, her old master is dead. But let's be frank, she's probably also her aunt or mother or both, or whatever, when she was conceived from that giant-ass group sex orgy which birthed every character in Star Wars and explains how everyone is related to everyone else. Since the game...
You know, I've seen a lot of reasons why people didn't like Rey being related to anyone, and why they liked it. And I'm always like, I kind of wish she was tied into the overall story a little more. That was my opinion. Until I saw Puffin describe it that way. I would just like to credit Puffin Forrest for saying, the second movie's interpretation of Rey being related to no one is now my favorite because of Puffin Forrest. Specifically because he used the most, let's go with Kentucky explanation I can possibly imagine. I was going to say West Virginia, but I'm about to move down there, so I don't want to say that in case anyone might know who I am and where I live, and that would be a bad idea. It's not like my coworkers know who I am, and they could definitely rag on me. That's just that seems a little like a bad idea. Yeah, because I definitely wasn't thinking West Virginia and sent myself to say Kentucky instead. Yeah. I'm going to shut up now.
The game was supposed to start out with all of us not having powers and slowly awakening to the Force. The excuse for my character was that she had basically separated herself from the Force and lost all of her abilities.
Yeah, sure. Why not? That's actually a thing.
Also, in case you were wondering, yes, this game did take place just after the Force Awakens movie had come out. Plus, the core rulebook for Force and Destiny had just been released, which added...
Okay, one. Ooh, rulebook's new. Need to look up to that. Also, right after the Force Awakens... So this is before they got into all the Kylo Ren plot stuff. So that literally means her character is Kylo Ren before Kylo Ren was as fleshed out to literally be her character. This came first. I love this. I legitimately love this. Puffin unironically and unintentionally predicted all three movies.
The Jedi classes. Because prior to the third core rulebook, there were no Jedi classes in Star Wars. Which is fine. It's not like anyone who played Star Wars RPG in between the first core rulebook and the third core rulebook, which was released 2 years later, wanted to play as a Jedi.
Now, I'm not in marketing. I can't sell anything to save my life. But there seems like it might be a good idea to... I don't know, if you're making a game about Star Wars, have Jedi in it if that's an option, but not, I don't even... This would be like doing a 40K game and not having humans in it. It's something of an oversight. I don't even... That's just... Boy. It just came out. They finally added Jedi in now. Now being when the Force Awakens movie came out, which is honestly a few years ago at this point, but still, that's literally where you should have started. Jedi, Sith, subclasses of those, and Smuggler because Han Solo. If you just had those three, that's all you needed. How did the game survive long enough to get an update when they shot themselves in the dick multiple times by not doing that? You know, this actually sounded like a really cool system up until what he just said makes me significantly question the people designing it. I usually like Fantasy Flight stuff. Their stuff might be broken, might be insane, and in no way balanced, but it's fun and flavorful. This just seems like it's a massive pile of, screw it, they'll buy it anyways. And if you're wondering, yes, that is actually something you can hear a lot whenever people do something half-assed. The, screw it, they'll still buy it, is legitimately a business strategy. It's a stupid one, and it almost always backfires. Except they still buy it, and it works, and I hate that part.
2 years. 2 years we had to wait. The GM began the narration.
Oh, no.
Our story takes place on Corellia, Han Solo's home world. The planet is known for fast freighters and risk-takers. Their citizens are constantly in conflict with the Imperials because they go their own way and don't take orders from nobody.
Unless you're paid.
Down in the streets, the people are running scared from a gang, the Rabid Rancors, run by Zil Zot. It's his gang which brings everyone to this planet. Over the past few years, the tension has been brewing, bubbling up in small spots. But everyone knows that it's not going to last long. There's going to be an eruption of violence, and everyone knows it's soon. The story starts off just after the Battle of Hoth, at the height of the Empire's power. The rebels have stirred up the Hornet's Nest, and the Imperials are lashing out at everyone, showing them that they're not to be fucked with lightly. The tension has been slowly building, until one final morning, the calm day is shattered by the chatter of blaster fire. Imperials and gang members storm the streets. There's a sudden power grab as violence erupts. Everyone's shooting at everyone else. Gangs are attacking other gangs. Civilians are taking up weapons. Grenades are being lobbed, and since no one knows who's on whose side, they're blinded by violence. Everyone else is an enemy. Somewhere in the city, you're...
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, as far as starts of a campaign go, holy shit, you set the tone, you set the setting, you have the time period down, and also you have no idea who's a friend or a foe, and it might not even matter because they might still shoot you out of paranoia. So right off the bat, every NPC, even if they're normally good, is an enemy until they stop shooting you. And they still might be an enemy, or they might not, and you might end up killing someone you need. Because I can see a DM screwing around with you by doing that. And it's, oh wow, that is one hell of a way to start a campaign, and I love it. It literally just says, okay, we're not going to have a slow intro. We're going to literally drop you into the shit already hit the fan. And you're just wading through the remains that have been sprayed over the back wall. Don't breathe too hard because you might get a chunk. I love that. That is actually a great way to start a setting. I'm actually impressed. This is great. That's just a really good way to start just a story in general, let alone a campaign.
Your characters get ambushed and knocked down. You don't know who it is. A bag is thrown over your heads. You are hauled away to somewhere and forced down onto your knees. The butt of a blaster is held against the back of your head. You can hear the weapon being charged up as it seems like you're going to be executed. Everyone in the group lets out a massive together.
What?
One of the players asked, "Are we going to have to make new characters?" The GM reassured us, "No, you're not going to have to make new characters." Spoilers! The GM continued.
Normally I think it's just kind of funny that their reaction was, do we have to get new characters because we're about to die right away? But then I'm thinking for a second there, wait. They'd only ask because a normal DM would be like, yeah, this is all happening, it's setting. They're asking though, and it sounds like they're actually annoyed because you saw how both him and, I don't know this person, had the same facial feature of, really? You're going to do this to us right off the bat? Which would imply that's something he's done before. Now, I've never DM'd. But if my players ever actually had to ask, by the way, am I going to party wipe you before the campaign starts? That's usually something I can normally assume I would say no to. The fact that they actually had to ask kind of implies otherwise. I can't tell if that's like genius because now they'll never be able to trust me again, or a terrible idea because now they'll never be able to trust me again. I honestly don't know how to feel about that. Funny on my end. In their end, yeah, the fact that you actually have to ask, it's kind of weird. The spoilers joke around, it's like, oh yeah, sure, yeah. It does sound like they were actually asking though. Not just as a joke, but legitimately, oh god, he did it again.
Our story is going to start 1 hour before then.
What?
We're going to rewind the clock. Everyone roll randomly, and we will determine who starts off the story.
Well, at least
One
you know how long the
player
story
rolled
lasts.
high and began the narrative. Her character, which we were surprised to learn, was a Hutt.
What?
Which we thought was going to be pretty funny as a Jedi when she starts doing backflips and ninja moves and everything later on. Her name was Learbog Purd.
Just so you know, if you look up Hutt Force sensitives, specifically Jedi, there actually was one. And it came with some very disturbing art of a really buff, muscular Hutt in Jedi robes with a lightsaber. Yeah. It's so different. Just, I can't really get across how weird that picture was. But yes, in canon Star Wars, which I think might have been the expanded universe that they may or may not have brought into the current Disney version. I think they actually might be in the Disney version. There is a Hutt Jedi. Just go look it up. Just, you owe yourself to go look at this picture. And yes, of course, the Jedi later falls and becomes a Sith, which is like, oh no, an evil Hutt. What a surprise. But the fact that it actually was a Jedi, and in shape, and powerful, and honestly cool looking, kind of weird. And they really went in on the detail on the abs. So many abs. So many abs. They just kept going. Not repressing that, just someone had to draw that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just a lowly Hutt office worker doing paperwork and accounting. Oh,
someone
please
had
don't
to
be mean to me. Unlike other Hutts, her character was not some kind of tyrant or drug kingpin. Her family had been like that and in power long ago, but had gotten into a feud with another family, losing their feud and falling from favor out of the upper echelons.
That is actually
Now,
pretty often. It does happen, yeah.
Purd had become a lowly Hutt office worker, doing paperwork and accounting for all the other gangs, corrupt Imperials, and thugs. From 9 to 5 every week, she was getting chewed out and yelled at by her boss, often going home in tears. Her scene started with Hutt slithering down the street.
So yeah,
while
destroying the
holding up
Imperium
her
sounds good for
newspaper,
her.
desperately trying to keep the rain off with a sad John Williams music playing. She was cold, sad, lonely, and depressed. Hover cars passing by.
Don't you dare make me feel sad for a Hutt.
Zipped past. When she went into the noodle shop, she met my character. The Sith Jedi bounty hunter is sitting by herself.
What?
Alone, quiet, with her hood down, giving everyone a glare when they're walking past, letting people know that, hey, wait, where are you going? Well, you're glaring at me.
Oh my god, she's monologuing! This right there. This I love. The sheer over-the-top, menacing monologue and just self-narration. But doing it externally, it's such a stupid, horrible character trait, but it is so damn funny to see the character just do that because it's so blatantly over the top. It's like whenever you see someone overact, but then you see them intentionally overact so much worse. When it's done unintentionally, it's stupid. But when it's done in person and intentionally and just blown out of proportion, like that exact was, I love that. And if that happened at a table, I'd be like, oh, that's so stupid. And I would try very, very hard not to laugh out loud. And I would actually legitimately have to stamp down on my own foot to inspire so much pain to counteract the laughter because I would be laughing my ass off there. Is this just me? Okay, probably, because I have a horrible sense of humor. But I find that hilarious.
So, I don't want to talk to you. Besides, it's dark over there. I actually can't see where you are. But wait, I have powers. Huh? Observe.
Are you just... He's just... Oh, God, Puffin. It's cool when Luke did it, but...
We had a strong, silent smuggler
What?
who wore a mask. This dude did not take it off or talk much most of the time. Later on,
Mandalorian?
the smuggler is pointing his gun at a prisoner's head, interrogating him. The thug said, "You ain't gonna get nothing from me."
So he shot
The
him?
normally silent smuggler finally spoke. Oh, you so wanna do this the hard way. Wait, you're... The smuggler removed his helmet finally, giving us a good look at his face. You're a Gungan? The Gungan drew his knife out from his pocket. Me's not gonna be cutting off your fingers one by one. You's gonna be a crying boy.
Hurry, do whatever you want. Just put the mask back on. Oh my god. I was going to make a Star-Lord joke because the mask actually kind of looked like it. But I just, oh my God. I thought he was just like, oh, he has a really funny high-pitched voice. Oh God, he's doing the Gungan voice. On the one hand, funny for the joke. On the other hand, I hope he puts the mask back on, because can you imagine how horrible it'd be for the person voice acting that? Just like in character having to speak like, Misa going to do this. Oh my God. I can't do it even more than that. That's literally my amount of Gungan I can do. No more. To the person who decide willingly of their own volition to take that on themselves. Why? I mean, yes, it's funny for everyone else, but for you, masochism? It's probably masochism. It's definitely masochism.
The longer the game went on, we were actually having a hard time trying to figure out why our characters would hang out together. One of the other PCs tried to explain to Stahr, we need to leave. The three of us have a bounty mission complete. We can split it 3 ways, but with the others, they're not involved. And worse, he leaned in, they might want to cut. I explained to him, we can't separate. We're inexorably bound. Bound by what?
The Farce.
The ties of fate. And plot convenience. I'm sorry, what did you say? Fate. After fate. Fate is what I said. You just said fate twice. I just said fate
It's
twice.
fated to have fate.
That and we're PCs, but I'm struggling to think of a better reason why our characters would all hang out with each other. And that's kind of where the sessions ended. It was a short-lived campaign. Later on, the characters started awakening with their powers from the Force, and my character was
they
kind
came
of
back to
tasked
it?
with teaching them the ways of the Force. It became a joke that I was just training them as Jedi to later turn them in as a bounty hunter. It's a perfect plan! After all, Jedi are worth way more than just regular Force users.
Not gonna lie, as far as reasons to stick together, that's actually not a bad one. I know it's a joke, but legitimately, that's actually not a bad reason. Makes her very evil, but yeah, former Sith, sure, why not?
Yeah, so she probably had this long plot that starts with 1, find a Force user. Step 2, train them in the ways of the Force. And step 3, profit. But
Not actually a bad plan.
Just because we
Might
didn't
backfire.
play all the way through doesn't mean the story's over.
Yeah, it does.
There's no reason why I can't just ad-lib the rest of the plot line. After...
Oh no. Oh no. See, just think of all the times Puffin's done a video where he's the DM. Now, imagine there's no characters to counteract him and he just gets to go full Puffin. We are about to see if you should ever let someone go full Puffin. I don't know. Honestly, he's really damn good as a GM, if kind of vindictive. How are we going to deal with him going full Puffin without either roles to constrain him or players to try and play against it or get obscene roles? Again, the roles being kind of crazy. I don't know, man. I'm kind of curious in a more, like, morbidly... Yeah, no, not just morbidly, but full up morbid. There's like a morbid fascination right here. I kind of want to see how this goes. Probably horrible.
dealing with the fights on Corellia, Sidara
Planet blows
finally
up?
learns that she's actually a famous person. Her father is Luke Skywalker. No, we already did that. Never mind. It's
did?
actually Obi-Wan Kenobi. Her uncle is Mace Windu, and her nephew is Emperor Palpatine. So she's got all these dark side powers, like shooting lightning from her fingers and force choking a bitch and stuff like that.
I honestly don't know how to feel about the fact that he basically is ad-libbing all of the future Star Wars movies that hadn't come out at this point. I just need to know, are you ad-libbing this after the last 8 and 9 movies or before? Because if it's before, I'm actually impressed. Like, accurately predicting Kylo's character arc. If it's afterwards, yeah, sure, why not? Par for course.
And then, Emperor Palpatine comes back, because he wasn't actually dead. Or maybe he was like his clone, or the other one was a clone, or something like that. And Palpatine is taking his finger and making finger guns and blowing up entire galaxies. And people are like, oh no, that's bad. We gotta stop him.
What's with the weird dolls?
But don't worry, because Sidara's here to save the day. And then there's this really big action scene where she's fighting like 20 or 30 Palpatine clones together.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wish the actual movie had that. Literally, they had the entire clone Palpatine thing in the movie as a legitimate plot point with a Palpatine descendant, which apparently this may or may not have been or is, or well, I don't even know. And they didn't have multi-Palpatine fight. That just seems like, in hindsight, a massive loss there. Yeah, honestly, if they're going to go full clone, they should go full clone. Clone Army Palpatine. That actually would be pretty damn cool. I would actually really like to see that. That would be awesome. Boom.
But we find out that Stahr actually has Jedi powers in her. Not just some of the Jedi powers, but all of the Jedi powers in her at the same time. Yep, she has the power of every Jedi flowing through her.
So she has the power of
and
Rey.
She won, and Palpatine's defeated and saved the galaxy. And they said, hey, do you want to be the Queen Lord of the galaxy? And the Stahr said, nah, man, I can't take the throne. I got shit to do. And everyone says, wow, you are so humble and a really down-to-earth person, Stahr. And everyone liked her. And I said, all right, that's cool. The end.
And that was Puffin Forest almost completely unintentionally recapping Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. And yet introducing aspects that I kind of wish the actual movie had. Again, multi-Palpatine combat would have been awesome. I actually wish I was in the movie. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about this because I'm pretty sure he recorded this a while ago. I know the video just came out recently, but apparently this campaign came out only after the first of the new 3. So that is possible. I need to go check the video, like check the description, check the comments, see if anyone found out when exactly did he make this video. Because if he made this and was just holding on to it until after he finished the replays of Strahd, okay, that actually would be quite a long time. But if he did this at any time, if he had the script for this at any time before Rise of Skywalker came out last year, okay, 2 years ago now, that's weird to say. Yeah, he basically just recapped it. God damn you, Puffin. I have very many mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, it's cool. On the other hand, why are you together? And then it's like, oh yeah, that's why it ended, because you have no reason. On the other hand, as someone who's at a party that really has no reason to work together other than the fact that we seem to make money, honestly, that's not a bad reason right there. We seem to make money when we're together. So yeah, no, hey, that's a great reason. I've had dumber ones. Kind of wish they had actually run with a completely canon, Stahr is going to betray us for money. Because honestly, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Hell, it's even perfectly within Sith logic. It's kind of convoluted, it's stupid, and ultimately might backfire. You know, perfect Sith logic. Or Jedi logic. Honestly, it goes both ways. Oh, God. If you haven't, there's a link below to the original videos. Make sure to hit them up, because that was... I don't even know what that was. It was just weird, and I feel like I'm just going crazy watching it, and I love every second of it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, links below, original videos. Hit it up. And if you're still here and you're still watching at this point, and you haven't hit that subscribe button, you might want to, because if you're still here, yeah, you're literally the person who should hit that. And if you've already hit the subscribe button and you're still here even now, hit that bell notification, because you apparently are one of the persons who would very much benefit from that, because I'm up all the time, including when I'm on Discord, and I completely forget to maybe put a link to the new video, which definitely doesn't happen, because I always remember to do that. Yeah. That's all the same, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.